It was a bright, windy morning at the Philippine Navy's main base in Manila. The sun shimmered on the water, casting a golden glow over the bustling harbor as anticipation filled the air. Flags fluttered in the salty air, their vibrant colors standing out against the blue sky, while crowds gathered along the dock, eager to witness a historic moment for the nation. Naval officers, in crisp white uniforms, stood proudly in perfect formation. Their faces reflected both pride and responsibility as two sleek, new warships gleamed in the sunlight, symbols of hope and strength for the country. The president arrived, escorted by top military leaders, greeted by applause and salutes. As the national anthem echoed across the water, everyone stood still, united in a moment of patriotism and respect. All eyes turned to the ships as ribbons were cut in a ceremonial gesture, and a bottle of champagne was smashed against the hull of the first ship, marking the beginning of a new chapter for the Navy. Cameras flashed, capturing every moment for history. Sailors stood at attention on the deck, their faces serious but filled with excitement and pride, knowing they were part of something significant. Children waved miniature flags with enthusiasm, their eyes wide with wonder, while Marines saluted from the deck, embodying the spirit of service and dedication. This was more than just a celebration. It was a promise of stronger security for the country. The crowd's hopeful expressions showed their belief in a safer future, protected by these new guardians of the sea. The ships, painted in a modern shade of gray, looked powerful and imposing against the endless blue sea. Their presence was a clear statement of the nation's resolve to defend its maritime territory. They were the newest members of the Philippine Navy, equipped with advanced technology and ready to face any challenge that might come their way. The crew boarded with determination, prepared for the missions ahead. The ceremony was filled with stirring speeches about courage, duty, and the importance of defending the nation's waters. Leaders spoke of unity, sacrifice, and the vital role the Navy plays in national security. When the ceremony ended, the ships sounded their horns in a triumphant chorus and began their first official patrol, gliding out of the harbor as the crowd cheered and waved them off. The message was clear: the Philippines was ready to protect its seas, especially with tensions rising in the region. These new warships stood as a powerful reminder that the nation would defend its sovereignty and ensure peace in its waters. The main news of the day was the commissioning of two modern naval vessels. These ships, the BRP Jose Rizal and BRP Antonio Luna, are the latest additions to the Philippine Navy's fleet. Their arrival marks a major step forward in the country's military capabilities, especially when it comes to protecting its waters and resources. For years, the Philippine Navy had relied on older, less advanced ships, some dating back to World War II. These new vessels are different. They're faster, better armed, and equipped with the latest technology. They can patrol for longer, spot threats from far away, and defend themselves if necessary. The government hopes these ships will send a strong signal. The Philippines is serious about defending its maritime territory. The ships are not just tools of war, they are symbols of national pride and determination. Now, with these ships at sea, the country stands ready to face any challenges. Their commissioning couldn't come at a more important time. The South China Sea is one of the world's busiest and most contested waterways. Every day, hundreds of ships, carrying goods, fuel, and food, navigate these waters, making it a vital artery for global trade and economic stability. Several countries, including China, Vietnam, Malaysia, and the Philippines, lay claim to its islands and waters. Their overlapping claims have created a complex web of disputes, with each nation fiercely defending what it sees as its rightful territory. This region is rich in fish, oil, and gas, making it a prize worth fighting for. The sea's resources are crucial for the livelihoods of millions, and its energy reserves are seen as key to future prosperity. In recent years, China has built artificial islands and military bases in the area. These massive construction projects have transformed once empty reefs into fortified outposts, complete with airstrips and radar installations. Chinese ships have often confronted Philippine fishing boats and naval patrols, leading to tense standoffs. These encounters sometimes escalate, with vessels coming dangerously close to collision, raising fears of conflict. Beijing claims almost the entire sea, ignoring international rulings and the rights of its neighbors. The controversial 9-Line cuts deep into the exclusive economic zones of other countries, fueling anger and protests across the region. For the Philippines, these actions are worrying. Leaders and citizens alike watch developments with growing unease, concerned about their sovereignty and security. Many Filipino fishermen have been chased away from traditional fishing grounds, and their livelihoods are threatened, and centuries-old traditions are at risk of disappearing as access to the sea becomes more dangerous. There are also fears about the safety of oil and gas projects in the West Philippine Sea, as the country calls its part of the South China Sea. These resources are vital for the nation's energy security and economic growth. Every day, the risk of a misunderstanding or accident is real. A single misstep could spark a crisis, drawing in not just local navies but potentially outside powers as well. That's why the Philippines must be ready to assert its rights and protect its people. Vigilance, diplomacy, and preparedness are more important than ever in these uncertain times. The arrival of new naval ships is a response to these growing dangers. With modern vessels and renewed determination, the Philippines stands firm, determined to defend its waters and secure a peaceful future for its people. The BRP Jose Rizal and BRP Antonio Luna are called frigates. In simple terms, a frigate is a fast and flexible warship. These ships can do many jobs patrolling, escorting, and defending against threats from the air, sea, or even under the water. Both ships have modern radar and sonar systems. This means they can spot other ships or submarines from far away. They are also armed with powerful missiles and guns. If needed, they can launch anti-ship and anti-air missiles, and their main guns can hit targets miles away. Another special feature is their ability to carry helicopters. These helicopters can help search for enemy boats or rescue people in trouble. The ships are also built to work with other navies, using up-to-date communication equipment. All these features make the new frigates a big leap forward for the Philippine Navy. They are not just boats, they are floating command centers, ready for any challenge. Why are these ships so important right now? What makes them such a vital part of the Philippines' defense strategy in today's world? Well, the answer is simple. The Philippines needs to protect its islands, resources, and people. With over 7,000 islands and vast stretches of ocean, the country's security depends on having a strong and capable navy to safeguard its borders and ensure the safety of its citizens. The South China Sea is, honestly, a place where even a small spark can lead to a bigger conflict. It's a region filled with overlapping territorial claims, heavy maritime traffic, and constant tension between neighboring countries. Any misunderstanding or incident here could quickly escalate. Modern ships help prevent that by showing strength and readiness. Their presence signals to others that the Philippines is prepared to defend its interests and maintain peace in these contested waters. In the past, older and slower ships were no match for the advanced vessels from larger countries, especially China. These outdated ships lacked the speed, firepower, and technology needed to keep up with modern threats. This really limited what the Navy could do. Their patrols were restricted, and their ability to respond to emergencies or assert control over disputed areas was severely hampered. But now, the new ships changed that balance. With state-of-the-art technology and improved capabilities, the Philippine Navy can finally stand on equal footing with regional powers. They can patrol farther from shore and respond more quickly to emergencies. This means they can protect fishermen, monitor illegal activities, and provide rapid assistance during natural disasters or maritime incidents. With advanced radar and weapons, these frigates can also keep an eye on what's happening in the sea and sky. They can detect threats early, track suspicious vessels, and coordinate with allies for joint operations. This information is critical for making good decisions and avoiding surprises. Real-time data allows commanders to act quickly and effectively, reducing the risk of being caught off guard. The ship's presence alone can discourage troublemakers from causing problems. Just seeing a modern warship on patrol can make illegal fishers, smugglers, or even foreign vessels think twice before entering Philippine waters. For the first time in years, the Philippine Navy can truly defend its territory. This renewed capability boosts national pride and reassures citizens that their country is protected. This is a big step forward for national security, marking a new era where the Philippines can confidently safeguard its maritime interests and contribute to regional stability. Having modern ships means Filipinos can feel safer about their borders. Fishermen can work closer to home without fear. Oil and gas workers can do their jobs knowing the Navy is watching over them. The new ships are not just for fighting, they are also for peacekeeping and disaster response. If a storm hits or a ship is in trouble, the frigates can help with rescue missions. They can carry supplies and medical teams, and their helicopters can reach places that are hard to get to by land. This makes them valuable in both peace and crisis. The Navy's new strength also helps the country stand up for its rights. When foreign vessels enter Philippine waters, the frigates can respond confidently. This shows the world that the Philippines will not be pushed around. Every Filipino benefits when the country can defend itself. Security at sea means security at home. The Philippines is not alone in facing challenges in the South China Sea. Other countries like the United States, Japan, and Australia are also concerned about China's growing power. These allies support the Philippines through training, joint exercises, and sharing technology. The new ships are designed to work side by side with allied navies. They use similar communication systems and can join in multinational operations. This means the Philippines can take part in bigger missions, like keeping shipping lanes open or helping during disasters. By strengthening its navy, the Philippines also helps keep the whole region safer. When countries work together, it's harder for any one nation to take over. This builds trust among neighbors, and shows that the Philippines is a responsible partner. Strong alliances are key to peace. The new ships give the Philippines a bigger voice in regional security. With the new frigates at sea, the balance of power in the South China Sea is starting to shift. China still has a larger navy, but now the Philippines can better defend its own claims. Every patrol, every mission sends a message. This country will not give in without a fight. Other countries are watching closely. Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia may also improve their navies. The United States and its partners may increase their presence to support freedom of navigation. The South China Sea is becoming more crowded, and every new ship matters. The coming years will likely see more patrols and more interactions at sea. Mistakes can easily happen, so communication and discipline are important. The Philippines' new ships are ready for these challenges. The goal is not war, but peace through strength. The new ships are a warning to anyone who might test the country's resolve. The launch of the BRP Jose Rizal and BRP Antonio Luna is a proud moment for the Philippines. These ships are not just steel and engines, they are symbols of hope and determination. They show that the country is ready to protect its people, its resources, and its future. For ordinary Filipinos, this means greater safety and stability. Fishermen can return to their traditional grounds. Children can grow up knowing their country is strong. The whole nation can feel more secure, even in uncertain times. But challenges remain. The South China Sea will continue to be a tense and contested place. New ships are just one part of the answer. The Philippines must stay alert, build strong alliances, and invest in its people and technology. With courage, unity, and vigilance, the Philippines can guard its seas and secure a better future for all.